Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be testing out lots of brand new makeup. I have a couple things here that are high end that I recently got in my Sephora haul. And then I also have a couple things here that I just randomly picked up that are some affordable products. So make sure you guys grab a snack, get cozy. And if you are new, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week. And let's go ahead and get into it, hang out, and test out some new products. Okay, so I already primed my lids and did my brows, and I'm going to start off with the new eyeshadow palette. This one is from Sigma. It is from their Disney Princess collection, and this is the Cinderella eyeshadow palette. So this is not like super brand new, but it did launch this year. I've had it in my collection. I want to say this has been out for maybe like a month, maybe 2 months, maybe a little bit longer. I haven't used it, and it's still relatively a newer palette. It's been in my collection, and these colors look so pretty. I want to do like a purple kind of look, and I don't remember the last time I tried a Sigma eyeshadow formula, so I just wanted to play with it today and do a little pop of color. It also comes with like a little dual-ended brush, and I will say, I know Sigma brushes are expensive, but they are really nice quality. Oh, these colors look so pretty. I don't even know which one I want to dabble into. I'm gonna start, I think, with this soft brown just as my neutral blending shade. I'm gonna pop that in the crease. And I already primed my lids, by the way. I just used the Rare Beauty eye primer. Then I'm going to take the shade Kindness, which is like a deeper, more like darker matte purple. And I'm going to apply that on the outer lid. Wow, that is really pigmented. That's a really pretty purple though. It's like super wearable. I think I'm actually going to add the shimmer and then add more of that purple on the outer crease. So I'm just gonna go into the shimmery purple right here. This one is called Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. So cute. As always, I'm gonna dip and spray my brush. I'm gonna go into this color right here called Fantasy. I was gonna use Fantasy, but that's a little bit too dark. Let's use a little bit of this color right here, One of a Kind. Let's swatch it. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a silvery, I don't know, silver kind of shimmer. But I'm just gonna add that kind of right over that purple just to lighten it up a little bit with my finger. That is pretty. This is giving me like New Year's vibes, but it's cute. And I'm just gonna use that brush that came with the palette just to diffuse this out a little bit. Then what I actually just did was I took the shade Fantasy. This is like a really pretty, more unique shade. It's like a mauve-y glitter shade, but I just took that right over that matte color that I put on the outer lid and just pressed that in there to give it more of a glitter effect. And just like that. That's cute. It's pretty. So I think on the other side, I'm going to just start with the shimmer and then I'll add some of that matte purple, but I'm going to do the shimmer first on this side. It's really pigmented, especially when you spray your brush. I feel like you get that full effect. It looks a little crazy, but I'm hopeful that this will come together. I feel like that's always how my makeup looks are. Yeah, it is so much easier to do it this way. And then I always do this always happens, but in this part right here, I brought the eyeshadow in a little bit too much, so it makes it look super dark. So I'm just using like a makeup wipe just to kind of like clean that up a little bit. And since I have longer nails right now, it makes it easy to like carve that out and clean it up. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy e.l.f. eye tapes. Hold on. These right here, these are a must. So do you guys remember? I used to use these all the time whenever I was doing winged liner, and I feel like I've gotten so much better with my winged liner that I don't need these anymore for that. But whenever I want eyeshadow as eyeliner, I like to use these just because it makes it easier to like get a good clean wing with the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use an angled brush and I'm gonna take the matte black shade in the palette. Wow, that's really, really dark. Like a true black. Ooh, it's nice. I'm gonna do a wing. Wow, this is a really nice black. Moment of truth. Here we go. Perfect wing every time. Look at that. might look a little uneven, but we're gonna clean it up, fix it up. But this black eyeshadow is everything, you guys. Like this palette, I'm actually really impressed with it so far. So although I really do love this purple, I wish it was a little bit lighter. So I'm like looking at the palette, thinking about how I could like lighten this up a bit. And I think what I'm gonna do is just go in with the shade One of a Kind that I was using earlier. It's like this really pretty like silvery shade. Let me swatch it. It is beautiful. It has like the prettiest kind of like undertone to it. So I think I'm gonna use this shade with my flat brush and just kind of press it all over the lid just to lighten up the purple a bit. So I'm just pressing that right over that purple. Yes, I like that so much better. I feel like mixed with the purple, it just creates like its own unique shade. And you can definitely achieve this look in many less steps than how I did it, but I'm just experimenting, you know? That's how it is when you're testing new products out. So next up, I have this new eyeliner from Profusion. This is the Bright Lights Pastel Liner, and this one is a very light lavender. How beautiful is this color? So what I'm gonna do is basically do a double winged liner. So I'm gonna put this right over that black liner, or eyeshadow liner. You get it. Just like that. Ooh, this is pretty. It's really, really creamy and I love this color. For lashes, I'm gonna go in with these from Kiss. I've been loving this style. They are so fluffy and beautiful. I'm also gonna try out a new mascara. This one's from the brand Merit. They actually sent this to me in PR and I love this packaging. It is so beautiful. And the wand actually looks really nice as well. It's just like a pretty traditional wand. Seems like it's a pretty natural mascara, but I really love the wand. It's like a really good size. All right, just popped the lashes on. Now for primer, I'm really excited about this one actually. So this is the Yummy Skin Glow Serum from Danessa Myricks. I picked this up during the Sephora VIB sale and I've heard really good things about this brand. So this is supposed to be a skin-loving, hydrating, radiant priming serum with antioxidant boosting ingredients. It has like a tint to it and it smells good. It kind of smells like Glow Recipe a little bit, like that watermelon kind of scent. I'm just gonna use my fingers just to rub this in. Definitely super glowy. Has a nice light scent. It definitely feels like a skincare product. Like it feels like a serum. It's not super thick. I'm really excited to keep using this because it looks good. It definitely does give you a very beautiful glow to the skin. All right, now for foundation, I have another one from the same brand, Danessa Myricks, and this one is the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. And I got the shade 7N. Really love this packaging too. It's like super cute. And this one says it's a skin-loving skincare hybrid foundation with medium to buildable coverage. Ooh, it feels a little bit thicker. And I'm actually trying out a new foundation brush. This one is from Real Techniques. It is the Instapop Face Brush. So let's try it out with this brush. Wow. That looks so good and gave like a ton of coverage, you guys. Wow. Okay, this brush is shedding a little bit, but I still like it though. I can see why this is called Yummy Skin. Like this looks so glowy and beautiful, but with like really good coverage. I know it says medium coverage, but I feel like this almost looks like just about full coverage when you apply it and blend it out, at least with this brush, which by the way, I really like. The shape of it is unique because it's kind of like flat, but angled at the same time. So it makes it really easy to blend in your foundation. But I'm gonna try the other side with a beauty sponge. And PS, my nose is really dry, like right on the tip. There's like little flakes on it. So I promise those are not boogers. It's dry skin. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is so beautiful. Coverage, I would say like, it says medium to buildable, but I definitely used way too much because I feel like I got full coverage from what I used. I feel like this is gonna be really good if you are into more heavy duty coverage with a dewy finish. Okay, now for the under eyes, I have this Spectrum Color Correcting Duo from Sigma actually. This one is in the shade Light Medium. So I'm gonna do a little color correcting. I'm gonna start with the lighter peach shade and I'm just gonna put that and mix it in with that medium peach right under the eyes. Like, I think that looks good. You see the difference? This one is much darker and then this is a little bit lighter. I was gonna do one side without and one side with, but I wanna keep this even. Now for concealer, this one is actually from Tarte, and this one is the Power Flex Antioxidant Concealer. I haven't really heard anybody talking about this, but I got the shade 25N Light Medium Neutral. Okay, feels very creamy. Let's see the coverage. It actually has better coverage than I thought. I like the consistency. The formula is a little bit less thick, I would say, than their Shape Tape, but the coverage is a lot better than I thought. Blends very easily. Okay, so I do have a cream blush that I'm gonna test out, also from the brand Merit. And this one is their cheek color in the shade Beverly Hills. I really like the packaging. It's so cute and chubby. It kind of looks like Milk Makeup, like the top of it, but this looks like a really pretty everyday peach. Oh, it's natural. It's kind of like a balm consistency, but you can see you get like a nice wash of color. Very pretty. Reminds me of the Milk Makeup lip and cheek color, which I really like. The brand Merit reminds me of like something that would be for like that clean makeup look, like just very simple, glowy skin, natural, like everyday kind of makeup. But this is really beautiful. I love the finish of it, and it gives like just the right amount of color. Right, now I'm gonna go ahead and set, and I'm gonna use the One Size Turn Up the Base Foundation Powder. So I'm gonna use this under my eyes and to set my face. Okay, and I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender little pocket puff actually to apply this. I've been really loving this. Oh no, oh no. The color is way too dark. Okay. Okay, that was a close one, you guys. I'm just adding a little bit more corrector and concealer. Well, at least I only put a little bit of powder on, like I didn't ruin my entire complexion, so still positive over here, still good. So instead of using that One Size powder on the under eyes, I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light Pink. I don't know if you guys have seen this trend going around where people are using a light pink powder to set under their eyes. Everyone's loving the one from Huda Beauty, but I want to try this one out. I think it looks really good. I love the Halo Glow powder, like in general. I think it's amazing. But I do think that powder looks really flawless. So I'm gonna set my makeup now with the One Size powder. Let's try this out. I don't know, it looks really light in here, but when I applied it with that puff, you saw like how orangey it looked. I'm gonna use a flat powder brush. This one is from BH, and I'm gonna use this to set the makeup, and I guess we'll just go from there. Let's try the forehead, because my forehead is very shiny and we can really see the foundation there. Definitely blurred. The skin, I feel like I just need to go down a shade because what you get in here is not necessarily what you get on your face. It looks a little bit darker when you actually apply it with a brush. Okay, I actually don't like the way the under eyes look, you guys. I feel like they look really crepey. It doesn't look super smooth. I think the powder is nice, e.l.f. Halo Glow powder, but the concealer concoction after it's settled into the skin, like with the corrector, I don't really love the way that it looks. I think this powder is nice. I just need to get a different shade, but it's definitely super smoothing. Anyways, let's move into bronzer. I have this one here from Florence by Mills. This is the Out of the World Marble Bronzer. I've never tried, I don't think, anything from this brand. It has like an orangey undertone. This bronzer is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It has a lot of pigment to it, but it's also a good, like, smooth formula. And I believe this is matte. It doesn't look like it has any shimmer in it. Now I got this blush palette. This one is from Makeup Revolution. I picked this up at Ulta just because the colors, like, this looked beautiful. I love the darker, brighter shades in here. Good for like a lot of different skin tones. So today I want to keep the blush very light and natural. I'm just going to use these three right here. Let's mix them. Oh, that's pretty. This is so pretty. Just gives like a light wash of color. Doesn't seem like it's a super like powdery, like chalky formula. Then I'm gonna go in with this from Sigma. This is the Beaming Glow Illuminating Powder, and this one's in the shade Fairy Dust. I believe this is like a loose highlighter. Ooh, okay, this looks like a loose powder. kind of like a translucent powder, but then you can see it has this like stunning glow to it. My face feels like it's orange and it's from that One Size powder. I really thought it was gonna be a good match, but it's not. I feel like my face is like oxidizing as I'm sitting here. All right, let me just put a little bit of this right over the blush. Oh, that's pretty. This is like my kind of product, like just very light and subtle. I think the color is a little bit too white on my skin. Like I would definitely need like a shade up. If you like a natural glowy product, I think you would really like this highlighter because it's like, it's a powder. So it really like disappears onto the skin, but it gives you this really like natural, subtle glow. I just don't love the color on me. And I guess also because I'm like legit orange right now, like my face is darker. So I think the contrast doesn't look that great, but I like the formula of this a lot. Okay, for lips, I have a new lipstick also from Merit here. And this one is actually in the shade Baby. It is their signature lip lightweight lipstick. So it's like a really gorgeous like mauve-y nude. But I'm gonna line my lips first, and I'm just gonna use Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade All Natural. This is one of my favorites. Then I'm gonna top it off with that lipstick. I've never tried these. Oh, it feels like this is pretty. It feels like a balm on the lips, like a lip balm. So see, I feel like when you start applying like a little bit, you get sort of like a tinted balm effect, but then the more that you build it up, the more color payoff you're gonna get. And you can see it's like a really pretty creamy lipstick. This is like the prettiest everyday mauve nude pink. I really like it. And I'm just gonna top that off with one of these new So Glassy lip glosses from ColourPop in the shade No Joke. It just like goes with today's theme, which is like purple mauve tones. And this matches the lipstick also perfectly and gives the lips like this like really reflective, shiny finish. This color is very beautiful and it pretty much reminds me of the lipstick, but in like a glossy form. So now for the lash line, the only thing I'm gonna do is probably smudge a little purple, and I'm gonna just do some black liner on the waterline. So I'm gonna go into the matte purple shade. I'm just gonna put that right on the lash line. And for the inner corners, I'm gonna take that white shimmer shade. This is beautiful. I really like this palette. The formula of these eyeshadows is like butter. And then I'm just gonna use a black eyeliner. This one is from NYX. It's the Slide On Glide On pencil in the shade Jet Black. And I'm just gonna line my waterline with this. And now we can try out the mascara on the lower lashes, because like I said earlier, I thought it like worked pretty good on the top lashes, but it was nothing like crazy. Like it's really a subtle formula. It's a nice mascara. Do I think it's necessary? Probably not, but I do like the wand a lot. So the makeup is complete. You know what time it is. Speed review time. I'm gonna basically just go in the order in which I did my makeup. So starting off with the eyeshadow palette, this is stunning. If you want to splurge on a high-end eyeshadow palette, I think this is it. I know I only used a couple of the shades, but the formula is so velvety, smooth, and pigmented. And this black alone, I feel like makes the entire eyeshadow palette worth it because it is so dark and intense. I mean, like this legit looks like I have on black eyeliner, but it's just the eyeshadow. So I really love this a lot. This eyeliner from Profusion is beautiful. I'm definitely gonna be using more of these shades. It's just stunning. It adds a nice little pop of color. The formula glided on. It was also really smooth and pigmented, so I love this a lot. The mascara from Merit wasn't bad. It's just not really anything where I felt like you need it. You know, like it's nice. It's very subtle though. It was a nice mascara, but for me, not totally necessary. The Complexion, let's talk about it, because this foundation, you guys, I am most impressed with it from Danessa Myricks. This is beautiful. I mean, it is just, I agree with the name. It is yummy, delicious on the skin, just very glowy, super hydrated with great coverage. The concealer I liked. I liked the formula of this more than the Shape Tape for sure. I'm gonna try this out again just like on its own because I did like the way it looked with the corrector, but I feel like it would look better on its own just because the corrector from Sigma is nice. I just wish it was a little creamier. It is very thick, so I feel like if you use too much, it's definitely going to crease excessively on your under eyes, which I feel like it was doing for me earlier. I think the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder definitely saved the look, which by the way, I'm obsessed with that powder. The cream blush from Merit was also beautiful. Very similar to the one from milk makeup, very subtle, dewy, fresh. This bronzer also from Florence by Mills. Very impressed with it. It showed up on my skin a lot better than I thought, and the formula is actually really nice. I also love the blush palette from Makeup Revolution. I love the variety in here, and I feel like this is just overall a good, like, versatile blush palette. And the lip combo. This lipstick from Merit is stunning. I mean, it is just so comfortable, creamy on the lips. It just gives you the prettiest wash of color that's also buildable. And then the gloss from ColourPop, I really like this. It makes your lips look so wet and glossy, and the shade, no joke, is so beautiful, especially with the lipstick. Also, the last product that I have here is the Sigma Beaming Glow Illuminating Powder. I love this. I actually like this more now that it has really settled into my skin. I mean, that glow is just stunning. And I actually thought the color was too light. Maybe I could go up a shade, but I think it looks stunning nonetheless. Like, I really like it. Lots of good products here, a couple hits and misses, but for the most part, I feel like everything performed really well. So let me know if you guys have tried any of these products. What are your thoughts? I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.